the Raised on Dialup podcast.
Welcome to Raised on Dialup. This is episode 10. Thanks for coming and visiting with us. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you follow, like, share, comment. Go support us on all the platforms, even if you ain't really messing with the platform. We appreciate your follows. Got some big news coming up. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to let my man, Casey, my co-host over here, Casey, let you know what it is. Big news coming up. What we got, Casey?
So we got some merch again.
Yes,
same
sir.
announcement as last time, but with a little bit more details. We got a nice little pack we're going to get started for everybody, right?
Yep.
So what we're doing is we have a QR code that's going to be coming out. And in that QR code, you're going to see a form. In that form, there's going to be a couple different things you can order between T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, hats, tumblers, etc. So what we're going to do is once we get a full 25 pack of an order ready, then the form's going to close. The form's going to close and the orders are going to be in. And we're going to pick one of those 25 people at random and we're going to do it on the episode once all the merch is in. And when we pick them, that person's going to also get something extra. Little sprinkle of something. Little sprinkle of something free
for showing
extra.
your love. For showing your love.
So make sure you look out for that QR code. Once you hit that QR code, put your order in. Once you put your order in, go from there.
Yep.
Once we hit that 25 limit, order form's going to be closed.
Yep.
We'll open it back up again, but just to get started,
And now that I'm thinking about it, when we edit the video, we'll put up while you're talking about this merch, we'll pop up little pictures of the stuff that we got.
Oh yes, sir. We will pop
so you
up
can see we got different logos for you. We got all types of different color schemes, things for you guys to choose from. So it'll be dope. It'll be dope.
So
man.
if you want our faces on a shirt,
you already know.
QR.
Yes. Hit the link. You already know.
Yeah.
Man, so what we got going on, bro?
So listen, I wanted to tell you about this. So the other day, me, my girl, my younger daughter, we were in the car, right?
Okay.
And we were going somewhere. We go to pick up my daughter. That's what we did. And she gets in the car and she had borrowed my Raised on Dial-Up shirt, right?
Okay.
Which I was fine with it. Hey, free advertisement.
Absolutely, right?
So she borrowed my shirt and she gets in the car and I said, hey, where's my shirt? Because I know she had it over there. And she's like, oh. She runs back in. She goes and gets the shirt. I'm like, thank you. Appreciate you bringing it back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's talking about something, and I don't know where she goes. Hey, so, oh, mind you, I'm sorry. She's also drinking a drink she had. There was ice in it, like she had finished the drink. So she, eating the ice like most kids do.
Mm-hmm.
So she's eating the ice out of the cup, and then you hear her ask me, "Hey, is that your voice in the beginning of your videos?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "In the beginning of the videos," and so I started responding to her. So when I'm responding, she's taking a drink of her ice. So mind you, I'm trying to explain it to her that I'm in the introduction of the video.
Yeah.
And I'm just completely ignoring the fact that this girl is now choking on her ice in the backseat.
Just all out choking, bro.
So I'm over here like, yeah, so in the beginning of the video, and when you hear it and you hear,
bro, just in the backseat dying.
And I'm like, I stopped too. I'm like, you good? Anyway, so in the beginning of the video,
them kids.
Completely disregarding the fact that this kid is fighting for her life in the backseat.
Bro, that's hilarious, bro.
He gets done choking, and my girl smacks me right away. She said, hey, she's going to ignore the fact your kid's back there choking? I'm like, I mean, I didn't know. She wanted to know about the podcast.
I had something important to say.
Yeah, the podcast is pretty important stuff. So yeah, I had to share that because I told her right away. I said, I'm letting everybody know.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fact.
I'm letting
for sure. Yeah. That's great, bro. That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think I've told you the story about my daughter choking at one time and my mom having to give her the Heimlich maneuver in front of a bunch of people. And to this day, whenever my daughter chokes on something, I'll be like, stop, your grandma's not around. You know what I mean?
Give her some PTSD real quick.
Yeah. Shout out to moms for saving your granddaughter's life that one time,
Yeah,
but,
grandmas do it.
Grandmas do it. But yeah, man. So what we got going on? What else we got going on?
So we got a lot going on for today's episode that I want to get into with you. But first, got a surprise for you.
I know you said something about it. And now that I'm thinking about it,
I've been holding on to the surprise since Easter. Actually.
Oh no! Oh man!
I haven't said nothing. Been keeping it real hush hush. But so what I'm gonna need you to do, you're gonna close your eyes, but you're gonna hold out your fist like that too.
Okay.
So I want you to put your fist out, put it out a little further.
And I'm gotta close my eyes.
Put your arm out a little bit more. There you go. And I want you to close your eyes.
All right. Eyes are closed.
All right. You're not afraid of mice, are you? I was just joking.
I fed one to my snake last night. I fed one to my snake last night.
Yeah, no. So you ready for the surprise?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, no.
I know what it was, though. I know exactly what it was.
Check on the side of you.
I know exactly what it was.
Is it there?
Where'd it go? Oh, yep. Yo, bro, that is dope. I know exactly what it was. Yo, check it out. Yo, my man KC. Yo, that's dope.
I've been practicing that slap for a week and I still messed it up. Still messed it up. That's okay. That's what we do.
You know, bro,
So-
that is dope.
So I got that from the girl that's actually going to be doing our merch orders.
Hey, shout out to you know
Shout
who you
out
are.
to Dole Strong Designs.
Yeah.
She's the one that's going to be handling pretty much everything as far as our first 25-pack order and probably more after that.
Yeah.
So she got that. Her and her man went to, it was like a 90s fest, like a 90s festival.
Oh, and they had these?
And they had a whole bunch of 90s things, including these slap bracelets. And she got this. She was like, I thought of you when I got this. She's like, I'm sorry, it's pink. I'm sorry, it's pink. I was like, it doesn't matter. It's a slap bracelet.
It's a slap
you know
bracelet.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't care what color it is.
Bro, that's fire.
But I said we gotta put this on the set somewhere. So
here. Put it
we'll
right. I
definitely-
got a good spot.
He said right on the mic.
Put it right on the mic. You know what I mean? There.
There you go. Perfect.
You know what I mean?
So
Shout out. Thank you. You know who you are.
Yeah. So I figure you like that,
Bro, I like
a little
that.
bit of nostalgia.
I do.
for
I
you.
like that. And it was funny, bro, because as soon as I felt it,
You knew.
I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I heard it go flying, but I knew what it was.
Yeah.
That feeling is just as brought back as many memories as the look.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't even know what's in those.
Didn't we talk about this one time?
Yeah.
You know what? As soon as I was sitting there looking at it the first time, I was like, I wonder if there's a tape measure inside of it.
Definitely is.
Is there?
Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think
that's how they're making
people
them.
have like dissected them, like ripped them up, whatever. But yeah, it's just tape measure.
It's wild.
That's
dude.
the magic in the slap bracelet, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, back in the day,
I'll tell you what else was magic
What's that?
back in the day. Magic internet on a CD.
Magic internet. Ooh, yes.
So I don't know if you people out there know what we're talking about. And it's funny because we seen a comedian talking about this one day.
Mhm.
You had shown me the video.
Yeah,
and
Josh Johnson.
Yeah,
Josh Johnson,
shout
yeah,
out.
it's funny dude.
And back in the day, you used to be able to get internet on a CD-ROM.
on a compact disc.
Yes, on a compact disc. And now that I'm like older and I understand like how the internet works and stuff, I didn't know. I'm like, how the fuck did that work? How did that work?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I don't understand that.
There was no
Explain-
wires, there was no cords, there was no router,
No
there was
modem?
no Wi-Fi, there was nothing.
Nothing, bro. And so I looked it up a little bit, and what did it say? I had to go back and look at it
Because it
now.
was literally they mailed it to you from what you were
Yeah.
saying.
So
They
yeah,
mailed it to
just to explain it a little bit more into depth to people, they would mail you a CD in the mail, AOL, and it was exclusively AOL.
you. Yeah.
They would mail you a CD, and that CD could be put into your computer, and your computer would then have internet for like 30 hours
Yeah.
or 50 hours or however long it was for.
And magically too, because where were they getting the internet from?
Because there was no router, there was no Ethernet plugged into your
Nothing.
computer.
Nothing.
There was nothing.
Just a disc.
And so we looked it up, like, how did it work? So basically what it did is it installed the software to allow your computer to dial a local service provider.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would connect you to the internet,
Yeah.
which is crazy, bro. It's just like, could you imagine if we had to buy our internet by the hour these days?
Listen, I mean, the fact that you have to have your computer call and be like, let me get some internet. You know what I mean? And you're only limited to 30 hours. Because think about it now, 30 hours now is nothing.
No. And not only that, but think how long pages and shit took to load back then.
That too.
You know what I
That
mean?
too.
Like, that shouldn't have counted loading time.
Yeah, because it just to load a picture, man.
And-
a picture.
And
would take
we get
forever.
mad when like your video buffers nowadays, but we used to have to wait hours just to download a song.
Yeah.
You know?
A song. And this audio, and this is not even video.
Just a song.
Yeah.
Just an audio song.
I think if you think about it now, like what if for some crazy reason the world decided, boom, we're going back to disc internet. That would be a whole new hustle, man. Could you imagine hustling some internet?
I mean, that's what Spectrum does to us now.
I mean, yeah, but
I was just talking about this the other day. You ain't never met another person with Spectrum that got the same service and their bill's the same as you.
no, swear to God.
There's not two people
No.
that have the same service from that company and they get billed the same amount of money.
I know so many people that have the same internet that I have, and theirs is cheaper.
Yep.
And I get promotions and all that, but still, it's just the fact that like I'm paying all this money for internet, and somebody else is paying like half of that amount, and they're paying half that amount right in my face.
Right in your face.
I don't
bro.
like that. Bro.
And then when you ask Spectrum about it, they'll just be like, "Oh, they're on a promotion."
Yeah.
And they, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, man, if you could hustling internet on CDs, bro, you'd have the people bootlegging internet CDs. Like back in the day, like when they come up with the bootleg movies, bro.
Just imagine, like, cause it's just like how we talked about the last episode, like pinching shit. Imagine pinching hours on internet, be like, yo, I got that 30.
Yeah, I got that 30, bro.
And they give it, and 5 hours is gone.
Oh,
5
bro,
hours is gone.
yes.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
so fucked up, bro. That
off.
would be so messed up, bro. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. That was one of those crazy things from back in the day that like, we'll never see that again. Well, like we're never going to see that type of thing. I wonder if maybe if AI gets so advanced, they sell you something like that with AI.
I bet you they'll do it and we won't even realize it.
I mean, in a sense, if you think about it, they already do. That's what an app is. An app that you have to pay for. Say you download an AI app and you want it to have unlimited things.
Pay for it.
You got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So in a sense, they are already hustling us, and you know, it's just something. It's easier access to.
They're giving us a little bit more each and every time, to where like now you can use ChatGPT, and we've used it plenty of times to make our artwork and stuff like that. But you can only do it so many. Like, so you can make it like you can make an artwork and then tweak it like maybe 2 or 3 times, and then it'll be like, boom, you reached your limit. If you want to do more,
or with the same quality,
throw us a little bit of money. So yeah, they're already
getting us.
And it makes you wonder, like, how long is it going to take before pretty much every little thing that we need to use is charged? I mean, we pay for prescriptions all the time.
Well, it is. I mean, if you think about it, kind of, to me, that's in the same sense as like streaming devices as opposed to cable. Back in the day, everybody had cable.
Yeah.
I haven't had cable for years. I just have streaming platforms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of the same thing. Like, you know, which is going to be cheaper. Sometimes I think that just doing it off my phone and getting rid of the Wi-Fi would be cheaper because, you know, but you know, it's crazy. It's crazy how they get you. They get you over under any way you look at it.
They're gonna, we're gonna be paying either way.
They make
Whatever
us
way
pay.
we look at it.
You know, they're all a bunch of, you know, and it always changes. You know, the like the packages for the internet are always changing. Just like with the mail-in shit, it's always different. It was always different. 30 hours, 35 hours. They're about as indecisive as my girl trying to figure out what she wants to eat, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, because that's a real problem,
bro.
Listen, let me get into that with you, because how many times have you been out somewhere trying to go find something to eat? You're both starving. You know you're hungry. You know she's hangry.
Hangry as a mother.
And it's like, and the first thing what she asks you, where you want to go eat, right?
Yep.
And usually my answer is, because I'm not picky. My answer is,
I'm not either.
Wherever you want to go, I'm going to eat it.
Nope. She don't want to go there.
It's not good enough. It's no, where do you want to go? Give me some ideas. So what you do? So, all right, you want to go grab some food from Taco Bell? No, I don't want that.
Don't want that.
All right, well, you want to go get something from Arby's? Nah, I don't want that either.
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to get chicken fingers from this place? I'm not really in the mood for that. What do you want?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Whatever sounds good.
You know, I've seen somebody found a hack for that.
I was gonna say the same thing. Where you tell them like it's a surprise.
You'd be like, "Oh, I was gonna take us to eat. Guess where we're going?"
Yeah. And then when she says this, you'd be like, "You got it.
You got it.
Yep.
Problem solved. We're going to eat. I don't care where she."
Because I swear, dude, there's times where I could be like, they have free food, and she'd be like, something else. You know, that's how indecisive it is, bro. We love our girls and our wives and girlfriends, but that should be crazy.
But what gets me is the fact that most of the time that we'll go to this place, when we do decide where we're going, we'll get there, and they don't barely get anything crazy anyway.
No, they get the same shit no matter where they go.
Yeah, the same plain meal, which it makes me question this. So I've seen somebody had said something about this before. So when you go out to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you go somewhere, say you go to a pizzeria, whatever.
Okay.
You know how you can get your pizza, you can get your chicken wings.
Yep.
And then you can get boneless wings.
No.
Now, boneless wings, from what I've heard, people say are just adult chicken nuggets.
It's just a lie with sauce on it.
It literally is. I've heard people say, no, they're just wings without the bones. What do you think chicken nuggets are?
No. First of all, wings have bones.
Yeah. I've never seen
I've
a
never
chicken
seen
running around with no bones in them.
That's what I'm saying. Not in their
Flopping
wings,
around.
just flopping around there. They wouldn't be able to fly, bro. They'd be like a noodle. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
They be like that money. You don't go fishing.
boneless wings. And I don't care what anybody says. Boneless wings are for people who want to like feel like an adult but eat off the kids menu.
It's like the equivalence to people that are like, oh, I like sushi, but only the California roll.
Exactly.
Same thing, right?
Same exact thing, bro.
So when
That's
somebody-
the same exact thing.
When somebody says they want chicken wings, it's like I swear to God, if you say boneless wings, we're going home.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that they're always just trying to impress somebody, you know,
Yeah.
with the wings. Like and we're from New York, so anybody out there, like
Yeah.
New York's one of the top places in the country for wings.
Hot take. I think flats are better than drums.
I agree.
Do you?
I went 100%.
You know how many people I've said that to, and they're like, absolutely not. No, drums all day.
So when I first got into wings,
Mm-hmm.
I would have said drums.
Really?
But now that I'm into them a little bit more and I eat them and I you know, I really pick which wings I like,
Yeah.
and I'm definitely a flat person. Are they messier? They are. You can't really eat a wing with one hand like you can a drumstick.
You can eat it clean though.
But you
There's
can,
a way to eat it.
Oh, bro, you snap that?
Yeah,
Bro.
my older brother taught me that hack a few years ago.
Yeah, I snap them and then it's just two
He
pieces.
was like, you twist it and then break it, and then
Yep.
whoop. I'm like, oh,
bro, flats.
gold.
Flats.
Yeah, flats. And
100%
anybody that
flats.
says that drums are better, I need to know a good reason, because other than the fact that they visually look like they have more meat, most of it on there is either bone
Or gristle.
or gristle.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's a
nah,
fact.
flats all day, man.
Yeah, I'm taking flats. And for the same thing, if you're ordering boneless wings, don't even join the conversation. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, you can't even talk about it. You know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
allowed to say nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you what else that kind of gets me sometimes, bro, is when you go to a restaurant, sit down, right? You're waiting for the waitress to come up and hand you a menu, take your drink order, like a restaurant. And what happens? The waitress comes up, empty-handed, maybe sits down with some silverware if it's not already on the table, and says to scan the QR code to look at the menu.
Bro, the QR codes are. Listen, I don't understand why the QR codes need to be a thing. I get technology and advancement and all that, but you're just making things more difficult.
100% more difficult. Do I think that it's okay to have as an option? I think,
yeah.
like if that's an option, but I think that restaurants should still definitely have the physical menus, bro.
Some of them do.
I don't want to download cookies and prove that I'm not a robot just to look at the menu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you have someone right there in your face ready to serve you and get you your stuff anyway. Give me a menu.
Exactly. Just give me a menu, bro.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. At least give me the option to have a menu.
Yeah, I mean, they already did enough to where, and see, this is convenient to me. Well, when you get your food and everything, you dine in, you eat and everything. What I think is convenient is at the end where they have that little electronic pad, like tablet there. You can pay right there. You don't gotta wait for the server because they be busy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't gotta wait for them to come grab your card. That's convenient. But when you sit down and there's no menu in front of you, all there is a QR code slapped on the table. And then you got people that are just illiterate when it comes to technology. They do not know how to do it. So what are they going to do?
There's no
Can I get a water?
Can I get a water? Yeah. Or get up and leave.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you that don't know, Casey and I used to be co-employees for many years, and we experienced a lot of people when QR codes would come into effect with the service at the business we worked at.
Yeah.
That, I mean, you got a lot of pushback from that.
Yeah.
And that's why I say to have it as an option is one thing, but for it to be the only option,
a mandatory
to me, is
thing
crazy. And it's not only that, but okay, so did the price of my meal go down because your restaurant don't have to pay for menus now?
Right. Is it discounted because it's just like anywhere else you go to where they want tips, but you're tipping them for them. Like if you go to a Subway, they expect a tip from you.
Yes.
Now for them to do what they're supposed to do anyway. Like they have, if I can make my own sandwich, I go back there and make it. Bro,
when they have you ever called to order food and you're ordering it for pickup, and then after you order the food, they're like, "Do you want to leave some for tip?" And it's like, I'm coming to pick it up,
and I didn't even eat it yet.
Like, why would I tip you if
Yeah.
I'm coming to the restaurant to pick it up? You're just making it because you're the restaurant.
Right.
Like that makes, the tipping is
and they're
sometimes out of control.
Bro, they're asking you to tip them money for food that you don't even know if it's going to be good yet or not.
And most likely nowadays, I feel like that's gotten worse and worse.
It has, because there's places that I've been to plenty of times, gotten the same meal from, and then you get it that one time or that 2 times, and it tastes just like shit. Like whoever made it did not care.
Yes, they didn't care.
They were quitting that day.
Yes,
you know what I mean. They were quitting that.
Yeah, or they were going home in 10 minutes.
Exactly. They didn't want. They didn't want to make it.
We sitting here, right? Excuse me, and all I can think about is how we sound old.
I heard the wheeze hit you right when you brought
right
it
when
up.
I said old too.
Yeah,
I
mean, as old as we feel, age-wise, yeah, we're definitely not little teeny boppers, early 20 kids no more.
What's one of the things that made you realize, like, when did you have that moment, that moment, like, damn, I am getting a little bit older?
God, bro, off the bat, my knees crack anytime I cross down to do anything.
I got a good one and a bad one.
I
got a good knee and a bad knee.
Lucky.
You know what I mean? They're both bad, but one's just better. Yeah, and that's one of the things that made me realize I was getting old. I was like, no, that's my good knee. no, that's my good knee.
You're right. You know what? No, honestly, I think that the day that I realized that I was getting older, was when both of my kids together had told me and agreed with each other that they know when I'm up in the morning. And I said, how do you know when I'm up in the morning? I don't wake you up. I don't go in your room. And they were like, no, we can hear you walking. I'm like, I'm not heavy footed. How can you hear me walking? They said, no, we hear your ankles cracking. I said, excuse me? What did you say?
Not that we can hear your ankles cracking, bro.
Go to your room.
Get away from me.
You're grounded.
Get out of my face right now.
That was probably that was the day. That was the day that it hit me. I'm like, these little assholes made me feel old.
Yeah, bro. I think one of the things for me is, like, I hear me saying things that I remember my parents say. Like you see a group of kids, you be like, they need structure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That one needs a whooping.
You'd be like, yeah, you can tell that one's out of line. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the things for me. I'd be like, wow, look at me getting old.
Because we used to be younger and it just used to be kids having fun.
It did, bro. Yeah.
And now it's not. Now it's you just want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
A lot of these kids.
And it is. And same thing. Like is the young ones irritate you? I noticed that being alone and like you enjoy the quiet and the alone so much more than when you was a kid.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like the quiet bothered you as a kid.
As a kid, you'd make noise just because you didn't want to feel alone.
Because it was too quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're like, everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just want quiet, bro.
Oh my God. It's like it just does something. It just feels good.
Yeah.
We're older.
And then I'll tell you another thing that makes me realize I'm getting is recovery time for anything. Recovery
time. Yeah. From anything really.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Any physical activity, or drinking, or anything like that.
Staying up past midnight, even if it is Saturday.
Yeah. You feel it, bro. Like it takes me so much longer to recover these days than what it ever did. When I was younger.
And what's crazy is the newer generations, the younger generation from us, be tired. Like they're the ones that already went through a whole bunch of life.
Yeah.
The newer generation is the one that be in bed like 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And it's crazy to me because they'll be like between like 18 and like early 20s. Bro, when we were 18, early 20s, what was sleep?
Yeah,
there was what I mean? Like,
yeah. That was sleep was just an option.
Yeah,
when we were that age,
it was something that, and when it wasn't an option, it became mandatory. It was because we needed to get some because we're up all the time.
Because we were up all the time. Yeah. The kids now they're built different, bro. They're definitely
I don't
built
understand
different.
it.
And they don't like being outside.
They hate it. They're like little vampires,
bro. They don't like the outside, bro, at all.
I bet you we cut that internet and start selling discs. They're going to be outside. They're going to be outside.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, bro. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, man. No, with the way that things are now, like, these kids, they make us feel a little bit old sometimes with the stuff that they do. Some of them, the stuff that they say, I don't even understand it half the time. So
No.
so I'm automatically assuming it's rude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I don't know what you're saying. I
Yep.
can understand you.
Yep.
What word is that? And when did you think of that word?
And who? Yeah, because we've talked about that before, and it's one of those things when they get to talking, you just can sit there with that dumbfounded look on your face, just
Yeah.
until
So-
they're done. And you're like, all right, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Just get on my face.
Yeah,
Get on my face.
I have no clue what you just said.
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
And I don't know how to ask without like I mean you could pick whatever you want. But
Okay.
if animals could talk, right?
Okay, animal. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
we're doing the animal thing.
Okay,
now.
all right.
Yeah. So if animals could talk, which one do you think would be like the rudest animal? I'm talking like just a shit talking
Just
animal.
a violator.
And it could be anything. It could be like on land. It could be, that's what I'm saying, like in the water.
No, it don't matter. Yeah. A couple come to mind.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind are monkeys.
Monkeys.
Just because they already throw their shit at you.
They do.
They're already rude. And they can't talk. They're already rude
They
little
can't.
bastards and they can't talk.
Could you imagine what they would
be
say?
stealing people's shit. They be pulling people by the hair.
Yeah.
They violate already.
Yeah.
So imagine if they could talk on top of that, because they'd be laughing now why they do it to you.
They do. Yeah.
And so it's like I think they're already rude little bastards.
They are.
I think that something smart like a dolphin might be rude.
Ooh.
Because they would just like psychologically pick you apart,
Right. Because they seem like sarcastic
little,
assholes in the water.
yeah, exactly.
And they blow
they're
little
big and they're
rings.
powerful too, so they would just
Yeah.
they would just like
We all
bully you. I feel like they would be bullies.
We all seen Flipper.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of a hero, but he was kind of a dick.
He was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
They were splashing people and shit.
So
Geek,
dolphin,
geek.
yeah,
You know what I
they're
mean?
little quagmires,
Yeah, with their little fucking,
giggity
you know what I mean?
dolphins.
Shut the you know what I mean?
So dolphins, you got that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
and
Well,
then
who you
animals.
got?
Bro? Listen, if we're being real honest,
Mm-hmm.
squirrels.
Ooh.
I think squirrels would probably be one of the rudest animals to come across because they do so much petty shit. And when I say this, I'm saying this because my older brother, when he was in college, the campus that he was on, he used to tell me when I would come to the dorms to visit him and see what they were up to, he'd be like, just watch out for the squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Mm.
And he's like, just watch out. And one time before we even walked into the dorm, there was a trash can.
Okay.
And you know how most college kids are, they got their lanyard with all their keys and stuff
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
Whatever. So we were walking, he was like, wait. And we stopped. And he threw his keys at the garbage can. I was like, what are you doing?
What are we doing here?
He was like, squirrels.
Squirrel.
I said, what is he was like, dude, they're not nice here.
Wow.
I'm like, what is wrong with these ones? He said that there was squirrels that would like bully people when they would be outside around there going to their dorms. Like one stole this kid's hat.
What?
Yeah, like 007, like Mission Impossible dropped down and just
dropped down, took it, and was
his hat.
gone.
Just took his hat. Now imagine what that squirrel's saying when he's doing things like that. Or imagine you're walking to your dorm and a squirrel hops out of the garbage can. It's 10 o'clock at night. You're just trying to get home to go to sleep because you got a test in the morning.
Yeah, and I know it's not the same animal. It's a chipmunk, but I think of like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I think of them just like if they would have made like a rude version of Alvin and the Chipmunks, dude, that would actually be pretty funny.
Like little gangbanger squirrels.
Like little,
hanging out by the garbage can, smoking cigarettes.
Just smoking cigarettes, rolling up weed. You know what I mean? Rolling up acorns.
Just watching you walk in, see you might find something safe to do, my boy.
Bro, I have a video on my phone from years ago of this squirrel sitting on a trash can with a chicken wing, bro. And bro,
was it a flat?
It was a flat on everything I love. It was
Flats
a flat.
for the win.
Yes, and he's just going to town on this. But you know what's crazy? I got squirrels right out here outside the house.
Yeah,
and I be feeding them.
Yeah, I heard you can feed them, and they will eat it.
Yeah,
they'll
they don't come up and get it or nothing.
Yeah,
but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't be with nobody.
Yeah.
But my sister had one at her house that you could feed it with your hand.
Yeah.
As soon as you walked out her back door, she kept like a big jar of peanuts. And as soon as you came down the back door, there was a big tree right here. That thing would come down the tree, get up on the deck, and just sit there and wait for its peanut. And then you give him a peanut, he'd be up back
like
up
clockwork,
the tree.
like every day.
Every time somebody came in out the back door.
I mean, honestly, if that's free food and you don't got to go work for it, that squirrel's got it made. I'd do the same thing.
Yeah, and he's probably up there. And then if he's up there just shitting on your house, you rude little bastard.
You rude little bitch. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Squirrels are they're squirrely. They're rude.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is we're talking about animals, and on what episode was it that we did the Would You Rather, the chimp
Episode
versus
8.
kangaroo, episode
Episode
8.
8, yeah.
So yeah, so if you watched it before, we on episode 8 we did a Would You Rather, and it was who would you rather fight, a chimp or a kangaroo?
Mm-hmm.
And when we posted the reel on Facebook and Instagram got a huge, a pretty big turnout for us. You know what I
Instagram
mean?
went a little crazy on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And so we wanted to kind of sit here and read off some of the funny comments that we got.
Hey, a lot of them comments were even about the same thing.
Yes. And I was kind of, so most of the people said chimps. They would rather fight a chimp.
No.
I'm sorry, they would rather fight a kangaroo.
Yeah,
I'm
most
sorry.
of the people.
Yes, that
like,
I said that wrong.
no
I apologize. I apologize.
Piss everybody off. And
My bad. My bad.
Like, he's
my
not
bad.
listening.
My bad. I'm listening. Yes. And everybody would rather fight the kangaroo.
Mm.
And what they said about the chimps was what everybody said, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Out of all the responses we got, I would say 75% of the people was worried about their genitalia being ripped off.
All worried about their balls.
This is from Treasure Trolls with 2.5.
Shout out Treasure Trolls 2.5.
Kangaroo, anybody choose the chimp and wants your face, and if you're a guy, your balls ripped off.
Yeah.
The one dude says, hold on, let me find it here. It was just something he commented the other day, and he says, pretty sure a chimpanzee might rip off your arm and beat you with the bloody stump. That's Tiny Bates on Instagram.
That's Tiny Bates.
Tiny Bates. And let me see what else we got here. It was so many people that was very concerned.
So many graphic responses.
Yes.
But they were accurate, though.
They were so accurate.
Yeah, they weren't wrong. Because, I mean, the chimps would do all of those things.
All of those things. And like I said, most people was very concerned. Obviously, mostly the guys were concerned that the chimp would rip off your genitalia.
Gone.
And so it was funny because, of course, I didn't have it keyed up and looking for it already. But there was one guy that said he would turn your genitalia into glizzy. And I was just like, wow, and I was just like, wow. And when I find it, we'll post it on the episode, and we'll shout you out because it was one of the funnier ones. But
there's people that were saying, "Oh, the chimp will castrate you."
Yeah, you know what I mean. And it was just one of those things that out of all the comments we got, it was so funny that many of them were talking about, were concerned for the same thing. And I would have to say that everybody, the consensus says that everybody would rather fight a kangaroo.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid too, just because nobody wants to lose their marbles to a chimp. And on top of that, the all the other stuff that the chimp will do to you, and do it gradually. You know what I mean? A kangaroo, if they're gonna fight you, they're just gonna boom boom try to get you off of them. A chimp's like, let's do this.
Let's just do this. Yeah,
let's go.
100%.
How you want to start? I'm gonna finish, but how do you want to start?
Yep. Yeah, and like this guy, like Cedric 3411, a chimp will pull your jawbone off. And
I seen Congo.
Yeah. And what's funny is, like, just like with the monkeys when we were talking about witches rudis, I feel like a chimp would do that and then just laugh at you.
And laugh at you and just start talking shit.
Yeah, just 100% just laugh at you. You know what I mean? You know how they flipping their lip up, doing that shit at you.
Rip them things off and start shaking them like dice.
Yeah, they would.
You know, at you.
I mean, this guy, Zadaman, he said he'd rather fight 2 kangaroos instead of 1 chimpanzee.
Really?
And I just now realized, I just seen that comment. He said he'd rather fight 2 kangaroos. How about that?
Yeah, but could you imagine having to take on 2 kangaroos? 1 kangaroo's already scary. Imagine you just getting dumped on by 2 kangaroos. You got one kicking you, and you got the other one throwing hands. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
And let me get this straight. As many times as even that, there were some people who commented about it, who talked about watching that video where the guy punches the kangaroo and he don't even do shit back. He just sits there stunned, like, oh.
He did.
You know what I mean?
He was like, he was a little offended, probably. It looked like it.
And I think, and then we've all seen crazy stuff and heard crazy stories about chimpanzees ripping your face off and just doing wild stuff. So when we ask if you would rather fight a chimpanzee or kangaroo, people are saying kangaroo. However, I think that if a kangaroo was truly set on fucking you up,
Yeah.
I still don't think we have a chance.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, did you know there's a movie that's out right now? It's on one of the streaming apps. And it's called, what's it called? It's called Primate. My girl was telling me about it. She was like, you guys were talking about, the chimps and kangaroos. There's this movie out. It's called Primate. And she said it's about this monkey that these people have. And it's like part of their family type of thing. But like something like bit it or something when they were at an Airbnb.
Oh, wow.
And the monkey turned.
Snapped.
Yeah. And then this monkey ended up terrorizing them in the house and like taking them out. Like,
wow.
yeah. And
I remember the lady from back in the day who had the ones as pets. She was in the news and stuff like that. She had the ones as pets for years, and one of them or multiple ones turned on her. And that's why I think a lot of people made the comment about how they'll rip your face off, because that's what they did to that lady. They like ripped her face off, bro. They say that the monkeys go for the vital. They'll they go for like things that will like hurt you.
They go for what you need,
but not kill you though. They'll like rip your face off. You still be alive.
Ooh, yeah. See,
rip your balls off. You're still alive.
Yeah.
And so they say that's why it would be so much crazier, because they're going to like pick you apart like death by 1,000
and
cuts.
they know what they're doing.
Death by 1,000 cuts. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude. So shout out to all the people that commented on that, dude. It was a great turnout, and we appreciate all y'all for your interactions on that, because it was fun going through them and seeing what everybody had to say.
Oh, it's pure
man.
comedy, bro.
Dude,
it was so many comments that I was dying at. I'm
dude,
like,
just absolutely rolling on the floor about it. And so it's one of those things. It's for me, it's hilarious when you think of something like that, because I was watching this comedian, and you get so many different responses, and it kind of leads me into what I was going to say is, do you remember when like back in the day, and I still see him walking around to this day.
Yeah.
But do you remember getting Jehovah's Witnesses at your door a lot back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah, the people with the pamphlets and all that.
Yeah, the pamphlet
and the
pushers.
little button-down shirts, and they walk up knowing that they're about to be wrong and in your face.
Yeah. So that's like, you remember on Friday when the two older ladies knock on Craig's door, you know what I mean? Well, fuck you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so I always thought about funny ways to scare them away.
One of them would be like, imagine if you were to have a monkey. Since we're, real quick, like we were talking about that, imagine having a monkey that obviously didn't rip your face off, but like scared out Jehovah's Witnesses.
That would be great.
That would be great.
But like put boxing gloves on it. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say just throw a pair of shorts on him and tell him to go answer the door.
I'm making it look like he's ready. You know,
nothing but shorts and a tie and boxing gloves.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's one of those things. Like I always think about just wild ways or things you could say to them once they get up to the door, once you open the door.
Because you got to say some crazy stuff for them to leave.
Stop. They won't stop. You know, to tell them just like, if you hear somebody in the basement yelling, don't worry about it. Just, we just got him.
We just fed him 3 hours ago. He should be fine.
You know what I mean?
I got the paperwork. You want to see it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I seen a video where this dude actually, you know what he did to get the Jehovah's Witnesses to leave?
Huh.
He kept showing up to the door naked. Oh. But this wasn't even the funny part. The funny part was he would show up to the door naked, and they'd be like, "Oh, we can come back, sir." And he'd do one of the things where he'd like kind of lean on the door, like, "No, I can talk. What's going on?"
Oh, bro,
you got your little pamphlet there. What's the word?
That's great.
They stopped coming to his house.
That's great. I got a funny story. It's not too funny, but so when I lived in Indiana, me and my daughter's mom. My daughter was, like a year old or something like this.
Yeah.
And for a year, this lady was coming to our house. Once a month, not once a month, probably not even that often. Once every 3 months, she'd pop up. And she was an older black lady. And not once did she ever say anything about Jehovah's Witness. Did she say anything about a Kingdom Hall?
Preaching a good word.
Or nothing. Nothing religious based at all. She would just come to the house. And the first time I met her, I thought that's what she was, but she never mentioned it. She never pushed anything. Right. And then she would always just pop up every now and then just to see how we were doing. And literally it was just to see how we were doing. How are things going? Yeah. And this went on for like a year.
A year?
A year. And after about a year, she pops up one time and it's the norm. Just, hey, how you guys doing? She's checking in how you doing. And all of a sudden she pops out with the Watchtower.
No.
The Watchtower, the little magazine, the little Jehovah Witness magazine, bro.
She got you. She built a rapport for a year.
A year before she ever broke that barrier, bro.
Bro, that is probably one of the more top tier Jehovah's.
I was breadcrumbed like a mother. I just now thought about that. Breadcrumbed,
Yeah,
me,
she
bro.
breadcrumbed you until she made a loaf.
Bro, she made a whole whole loaf.
No, and I mean, nothing against Jehovah Witnesses or nothing. Like everybody's got their beliefs. Everybody does their thing.
No, it's just
they always seem to show up at the most inconvenient times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I just want to look at it and be like, how fast can you run in them dress shoes? You know what I mean? Just
loafers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how fast can you run in those, bro? Because you know what I'm saying?
Michael Jackson loafers.
Yeah, in the Oxford button up, and it's just one of those things, bro.
Yeah,
they kind of remind me of sober crackheads.
Like religious crackheads?
Like religious crackheads, bro. That's what they remind you of. You can't get rid of them.
You can't. And these ones, and those ones don't even do nothing for you. The crackheads will do stuff for you.
At least
the old ones,
the
back in the day
in the day.
You could get things done pretty easy. I mean, there's still a few good ones left.
Yeah, I mean, they're the old ones. They're the ones that's been doing it since back in the day.
Yeah, they're the
you know what I mean? But I mean, back in the day, they would, a crackhead would take your whole car apart with one screwdriver, put it back together, and all he wanted was $20
and a cigarette.
That's you know what I mean? Needed. Hey, nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And crackheads would do anything back in the day, but they had integrity back in the day. They almost had pride. These days, they just want to steal and get anything. It's like what you hear now. It's because they be tweakers now.
Yeah, before they were hood athletes.
They were. Oh, you know what? I always used to say that Dave Chappelle should have done a crackhead Olympics.
Oh
skit.
my God. Like a for real one, too.
Like a for real crackhead Olympics, bro.
Yeah.
Where they had to jump fences with VCRs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Or
like the 100-meter, TV dash. Bro, tell
Winner
me that.
gets to keep the TV.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yes, bro. Because bro, what you ever heard crackhead? What's some crazy? You ever heard crackheads that how they just talk? They ramble, bro.
Yeah,
and they'll say some wild shit. I had a crackhead tell me one time, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll pawn your stuff." Bro, I swear to God, and I was like, bruh.
I'll puff and I'll pawn your
Swear to
stuff.
God, I was like.
Nah, but that's how they get you, because you'll have a conversation with one. I mean, not willingly.
They got riz.
They catch you outside of any local gas station, but you'll have a conversation with one, and you just want them to get out of your face. So you're trying to cut it short, and before you know it, by the end of the conversation, it went from "Hi, how you doing?" to you owe them $4 now.
Yeah, somehow.
And I don't know how.
Yeah,
but they finesse you, be like, "It's okay, I'm gonna get that $4."
And it's good for the economy because you owe them that $4.
Man, there used to be a lady when I lived in Niagara Falls. There used to be a lady that used to stand outside of the 7-Eleven downtown. And when we would go there, we used to sometimes stay down at my father-in-law's.
Okay.
And that 7-Eleven was right up the street, so you could walk right up there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you would go to that one, there was this one lady that was always outside of there. It was a bigger lady. She only had on like a muumuu and house slippers.
Oh no!
And she would harass people, like I don't know what crackheads do.
Like
They harass you, be freaking the store. Hey, let me get a dollar, you get some change, blah blah blah. No, but she would follow you in the store. Yeah, sometimes she would go in the store, and it's like now you're being monitored on what you're buying.
Yeah,
and then if she's not in the store, she's watching you, trying to watch you from in the window, and then she'll get you when you come back out. Yeah,
just so you get change.
Yeah,
she'll watch you get change.
Exactly,
because you pay with cash and get change.
The window's right there by the register.
And here's the difference now. Motherfucker now I'll tell you, but I ain't got no cash. They be like, I got Cash App. I got Venmo. I'd be like, bro, you got a phone? Like, ain't no crackheads back in the day having a phone unless they was selling it.
Yeah, no, well, there's still the Obama phones that were floating around. So it was easy for them to get there. But the fact that they would say something like that would throw me. And I think that if they were to tell me Venmo.
Bro, my girl was at Dunkin' Donuts one day, and this crackhead got mad at her because she didn't have cash. She said, I'll give you some, but I don't have cash. And he got mad because she didn't have cash, bro.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Nowadays, they're getting a little bougie.
Like, that's wild.
Getting a little bougie. And it's because it's like, you shouldn't even have a preference.
Like, how
if somebody says, I don't got cash, they just don't got it.
They just don't got it. Yeah.
But I feel like now, like, I'm surprised that didn't happen to her where they were like, that's okay, I got Venmo, I got Cash App.
Yeah,
Just send that through. Send that through, big dog.
That's wild too, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean now that
I mean, back in the day, you know, as a youngster, you do things that can't really talk about. I don't want to incriminate myself on YouTube, but I had crackhead tell me one time, bro. He looked at me. He said, "Let me get a 10 for 5. I only got 3, so loan me 2."
So
I said, "What? Run it back." He said, "Let me get a 10 for 5. I only got 3, so loan me 2."
And you got to put that together now.
What?
And you got to figure out what he meant.
Bro, I was just baffled by how smooth he had said it. And I was like, how many people fall for this?
Oh,
how many
plenty.
people fall for this, bro?
That's how you got chain scammers.
But that's what I mean. Like crackheads back in the day had riz. Like they had charisma, bro. They they had personality. Now they're just beggars.
Yeah, they kind of stopped being creative. And I like the creative ones better.
The creative ones were fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had one dude, he kind of pissed me off one time because I was trying to do a good deed. And I seen the dude, he had a sign out. And it was the one day where I was like, you know what? I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling like I want to help somebody out. I see this dude, he said, need money for food.
Yeah.
So I go to McDonald's, right? Because he's like right by a McDonald's.
Okay.
I go through the drive-thru. I get two cheeseburgers, small fry, and small drink.
Okay.
Somebody that's hungry, they're going to eat that.
I'm going to eat the hell out of that. I'm yes.
So tell me why I go get this food and this drink and I go up to this man. I say, hey, man. He came over. I said, I got you some food. I don't got no money, but I got you some food.
Got you some food.
He's like, oh, I appreciate it, man. God bless, God bless. Tell me why this man, when I was pulling away, I was across the street in the other parking lot already, and I look and I could still see him. He done shoved that food all in his backpack. Didn't even eat none of it.
What?
Didn't eat none of the food. And people were like, well, maybe he was saving it for later. I'm like, no, if my sign is out saying I need money for food, that probably means I'm going to eat that burger once you hand it to me.
Yeah.
I'd probably have it unwrapped before you walk away.
100%. I'd have been, thanks, bro. You know what I mean? I'd have been eating that. Yeah, for sure. Yo, I have respect for the homeless people that at least made the signs and they're like, I'm not going to lie to you. I need change for drugs.
Yeah.
I respect that. At least you being honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a lot of them people, the homeless and a lot of the crackhead people, like those are the most loyal people ever. They will do anything for you.
Yeah.
They will do anything for
you. Well, and they're not necessarily doing it for you. They're doing it for what they're going to get from doing it.
But they'll get it done.
But they'll get it done, man.
Yeah,
I mean, back in the day, a lot of people, if you lived in the not so good neighborhoods at any point in your life back in the day, there was neighborhood crackheads that would just like, they was like a thrift store. Yeah. You could put your order in and be like, yo, I need a new barbecue grill. You feel me? And 2 days later,
stainless.
And 2 days later, here come my guy pushing a barbecue grill down the street. Like, yo, I got you. You know what I mean?
Still got somebody's hamburgers on it.
Oh, it's still smoking, bro. He just took it. You know what I mean?
Come with charcoal and everything.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And that's the way it was back in the day. Now it's just I think the crazy thing you see now is the people like sleep standing up.
Oh, the zombies.
The zombies, bro. Like, what's that town, that road in Philadelphia, Kensington Ave? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Where it's zombie land, bro.
Yeah. And they'll have a dude, like one dude who'll go down, up and down the roads. You see them all just have slump.
Bro, it's crazy. I got a video last time me and my girl, we went to New York City.
Yeah.
And we came out the subway underneath Market Square Arena. We came out the subway and over in the corner, bro. We're just a group of them, just zombie, bro. And that was me. I was like, yeah. I was recording.
They were all just taking a nap.
Yeah, they was all just taking naps, standing up. You know what I mean? I was just like, this is wild, bro.
No, and that it happens a lot now too. Mm-hmm. You know what I miss though? I miss when you used to be able to go to random people like and get bootlegs.
Ooh, yeah.
So how it used to be is well, like before streaming and all that, we used to have bootlegs, bootleg DVDs, movies that came out in theaters. You didn't want to pay the money to go see it. You didn't want to buy it on DVD. That kind of sounds messed up now that I think about it. But no, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people had that
piracy at its finest.
Right. So bootlegs used to be nice because it used to be the newest things that would come out, and there was always somebody that had them. Somebody had a nice little stack of bootlegs.
Yes.
And you'd get, 2 bootlegs for $10.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
The only time I didn't like getting the bootlegs was when it was off of people that you knew that when you get that bootleg and you get home and you start playing it and there ain't nothing but people walking back and forth
Because
in front of the screen.
Yes, because they was in the movie theater with the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which a lot of the bootlegs were like that.
Yep,
They were in there
yep.
with it. But a lot of these people that sold the bootlegs, the people that made them, they got the good ones from the people that made sure they went to the movie theater.
Yep.
On
When
like a
Tuesday afternoon.
or afternoon,
when nobody was
early
in there.
matinee or
Yep,
whatever.
yep,
Like those was good
yep.
bootlegs, not the one.
Yeah, because you'd sit down and you'd hear people laughing. You know, if it was a funny movie, you could see people laughing, getting up to go get their popcorn and shit like that.
If I'm paying for a bootleg, I want a little bit of quality.
A little bit.
Just
you know what I mean?
enough.
I'm already paying for the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
As far as like, you know what I mean? Like the quality, you know, I mean, that's it don't get no more low quality than recording a screen.
Nah.
You know, because that's what bootlegs were. For
And
any
it was
of you
before-
don't know what we're talking about. It was literally somebody in the theater with a camcorder, and then they would sell you the video of that tape. You know what I mean?
And it was
like,
before 4K, so it wasn't even clean.
oh no, yeah, that was just
Yeah.
when HD was first coming out. You know what I
Sitting
mean?
squinting
Yeah,
at it,
you were
trying- you know
squinting
what
when
I
you was
mean?
in the movie theater. You know?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, there's big difference in those. You know, and same thing with the bootleggers. They would be the same dudes hustling the mailed-in internet right now.
Oh. Could you imagine if they bootlegged the internet?
It would be crazy, bro. We still gonna have to, you know, we still gonna have to dive deeper into that because I'm a little bit intrigued on that, and
Yeah.
I wonder if one of those, if you found one of those, could you still use it to this day? Like, could I? I mean, my computer don't even have CD. You know, does yours have CD?
yeah.
But if you had a computer that
like a
did
desktop or
like a
something, you
desktop,
put it in.
could you put it in? Would it still work?
Would it boost the internet?
And it'd be like mega internet.
Like ultra fast supersonic internet?
That would be dope.
Like Roadrunner, like a crackhead Roadrunner?
Ooh, that would be dope, bro.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
I don't know, man. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, on the next episode, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out on the next
We'll
episode.
figure it out on the next episode.
I think that's about it. That's about all we got for today, right?
Yeah, that's all we got, man.
Make sure that you go and, like I said, when Casey first started this podcast, we got the merch that's coming out, 25 items that we got going out to everybody. The form will be up for 2 weeks. Scan the QR code, hit the link.
Yes, hit the links.
And like I said, one of those lucky 25 people will be drawn on the podcast, and we're going to send them a free gift.
Yep.
And
Get
so,
you a free gift, put in the orders.
Yeah, for sure. So make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, comment. Casey, you got anything else, bro?
Nah, man. If y'all find an internet disc, let us know so we could check that out.
Yeah, that would be
That's
dope.
about all I
That would
got.
be super dope.
Yeah.
Holla.
See?
The Raised on Dialup podcast.